Here by 231 North Medina. Uh, my phone's telling me to rotate it. I'm not sure what's up with that, but either way, I'm down here by 231 North Medina. It's close to Via's Central Plaza as well as the Grand. Now, until I go to court and get this other thing BS dismissed, I was trespassed from the Central Plaza and the Grand because I was assaulted, and they say they don't care. Unless I beat the charge in court, then I'm still going to be criminally trespassed. Now, they say if I beat it that they'll remove the criminal trespass, but, you know, they may go back on that at another time. So anyway, this property here is 231 North Medina. It is not 123 North Medina. Now, I had to pull up a lot of open records and do a lot of other things regarding that. So, one of the things that I very clearly noted was exactly what was written on the criminal trespass, and that is 907 Houston and 123 North Medina. And again, where I'm at is not on either of those properties. So, this is 231 North Medina. That's PD 22 and a security guard. And again, I make a point of this because one of the officers, just like they've told me plenty of times before, that you can't walk on public sidewalks. You can't go here, you can't go there. And I'm like, no, you have no authority to tell people they can't walk on a sidewalk. And Corporal Contreras, despite his Sergeant Martinez telling me that no, they won't restrict people from walking on the sidewalks, he still says, well, we maintain them so we can. And when they do that, it creates a problem. And, you know, he didn't seem to understand the whole part about it's a public easement. And he's like, well, the city, they don't take care of the property, it's all ours. And I'm like, it doesn't matter who takes care of the property. It's just like the sidewalk in front of your house. You're required to maintain the sidewalk in front of your house, but you can't stop people from walking on it. And VIA can't do that on these public sidewalks either. Their guards do it, and then they push it, and when you go to court, it gets dismissed. But the sad part is that they continue to do it, and they continue to do it on a regular basis. And that's why I've gone out of my way to educate officers every time I see them and talk to them and make sure that they understand, and in a way that, you know, maybe gets through to them a little bit better, you know. So either way, that was just documenting again that at 231 North Medina, that's where security often parks their cars. This is an open parking lot. Anyone can park here. There's no signs, there's no restricted signs, there's nothing else telling you that you can't park here. And if they want to restrict it, they need to put up proper signs to do that. Now, the parking lot at 123 North Medina does have a sign stating it is for use by VIA riders. And at the same time, they'll block it off for Fiesta and things like that, and only allow VIA employees to park there. It's frustrating. And you ask security, why are they doing it? And they're like, well, we don't want people parking here and walking to Fiesta. And I'm like, so they can park here and catch a bus to Fiesta. That's the whole purpose of having parking lots near bus stations. And they go, well, you know, we don't know if they're catching a bus. Most of them just walk. And I'm like, so you're going to deny everyone, and then they open it up for other VIA employees who, imagine that, park and caught a bus over to Fiesta. So Fiesta's over. That's an old subject, but either way, I'm done for the day. Not going to provoke or do anything else or push my luck, like I said, until I get this other court matter resolved. I will be staying on via. The other day I came by to pick something up from 123 North Medina. Mr. Scheit, the public information officer, has, they've acknowledged I can go there for business. And the guard shut the door 10 minutes early. And after she shut the door, as I'm walking up, the guy behind me says, "Hey, did you knock?" I'm like, "I'm not going to bother to knock. It's this guard. She's not going to open it for me." So he knocks, and she comes, and she won't take his paperwork, which she has to do. They want to use the guard as a secretary, but when they do that, what happens is the guard gets lazy and says, "Oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to, whatever." And that's why I said they were supposed to have documents there for me. She wouldn't talk to me. She finally took the guy's documents because I was filming her. And I told him, I said, "I'm filming this. She has to take those documents. It doesn't matter if she's going to restrict you from delivering the documents. She has to take them." Again, she works for VIA, and that's her obligation as a public employee. Again, that's Officer Alvarez, the same one who was filming me with her personal cell phone. However, no such record exists, which means either they did not tell her to produce it, or she denied it or deleted it. Either way, that's something I'll be bringing up with VIA police when they finally schedule an appointment for me to go down and talk to them about this other matter about the assault. Because like I said, I have the video. It's obvious I was assaulted, that it wasn't a mutual combat. But even after Sergeant Martinez said it, he said, "Well, the report's already written. We don't go back and amend reports." And I said, that's ridiculous. How are you going to sit there and tell me that you're not going to do that? And what you should do is document what you saw in the video, forward it to the attorney, the prosecuting attorney, and say, "We were wrong. We made a mistake. Exculpatory evidence. Please drop the charges." But, of course, they're not going to do that. They're like, "Well, that's not our obligation." I'm like, "No, it is your obligation to review exculpatory evidence." Your officer said she looked at it but didn't see it, and he saw it, but he wouldn't document that. So, I mean, again, it's a frustrating thing. So, getting towards the end of the night, there's the jail back over there, the usual. So, I'll head back up to Frio Street and get out of here. You guys have a good evening. Be safe.